I got a text again. And it says, we're sad that the season's over.
I'm still just so hot here in Fiji. I don't even know what to do.
It's so humid. It's not even hot. It's just humid.
So hot. Like, I don't know what to do. It's so hot. But hello, and welcome to The Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and where you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink that tea because you know I loves me some tea. Her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I currently am drinking the last of my strawberry sunkiss because, yeah, it's delicious. And like I said, it's hot here in Fiji. But I would be drinking out of my cup mug, but you know what? Don't have it. So I'm glad Logan can show you because I'm not home and I didn't feel the need to transport my cup mug where I am now. So, but
for only one recording we're doing before we're taking a few days off, thankfully.
Yes.
Thank God. No, I'm happy to provide the cup mug for today's
period. And you know what? You can get your cup mug at lanagscreations.etsy.com. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, Love Islanders, all over the world and Fiji, because that's where they film. So I'm looking at you. Get your cup merch and support. Thanks.
And hello, hi, what's up, and howdy do. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I am just drinking water because hydration is important. It is very late for us, and it's still so hot in Fiji.
So hot. So hot.
But yes, of course, I would also be using my cup mug for any other things, probably. Maybe.
Of course. But you guys, before we jump into anything, I want to say, subscribe to the channel while you're here. You found us. You were looking for Love Island reviews. You found us. So while you're here, subscribe. Hit that button, the notification bell to let you know when we drop a video because we drop videos almost every single day.
Almost every day of the week, giving you almost everything reality TV.
We have a lot and lots of content to share with you. And so hit that notification bell and I promise you will not regret it.
Because then you can see us more often, and we're really entertaining. Just saying.
Yeah. Unless we get very awkwardly quiet.
Well,
but we don't do that often.
No, we don't. Well, Lana.
Yes.
It's over.
It's over. And you know what? I am genuinely sad about it.
Me too.
I want this series to go on a little bit longer. Like, I would have loved 2 more weeks of this.
Honestly, yeah. Despite like how crazy and wild and all over the place the season has been, and like this is now finally my time to give my overall thoughts on the series. Thank God, I've been talking about it all series. I will give my thoughts and critiques later on the series as a whole. But this really has reignited my love for Love Island in general. And now I'm like, I might just go watch some Love Island in my free time. The shreds of free time I have, I might go watch Love Island. I don't know. Like I've genuinely really enjoyed this. I wish it was longer. I genuinely hope that they take the ratings into consideration because the ratings for this have been incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that they do renew this for a season 2 because I think overall this season was a big success.
Huge success. They cannot deny how successful this season was. And if they do, I'm like, please. If you see my Twitter timeline, you know.
Everyone and their mother told me everything I needed to know from the episode before I even had an opportunity to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm here for that. So,
because you know something is good when people can't help but live tweet about it. And this came out on Peacock, and it's not like it's a set like channel and everybody's no, people can watch at any time when it drops and people were watching the second it dropped, like
literally.
Bam, and was live tweeting and talking about reacting to all the nonsense and the foolishness and the greatness that happened. So it was kind of like they got to take that into consideration how amazing it is, because it was simply great, simply amazing. But
this finale, though,
this finale took some turns and twists and some things that happened.
I'm gonna say I'm a little underwhelmed by the finale on a whole. I'm gonna be honest.
I am not, and I know not because of the winner. No. And I'm about to say why it's not underwhelming, because if you know all the details of what actually happened in this finale, I am thoroughly impressed that those Islanders could actually get through this whole thing. Thoroughly impressed.
I don't.
So I will tell you.
I'm starting this review saying that I am a little underwhelmed. And of course, it's not because of the winner, because, guess what? Our favorites won. But be mad. But stay mad. Y'all will.
Always.
The only couple still together. But I came out of it, and not the only thing underwhelming for me specifically is the fact that we had seen some of these challenges in previous iterations already. That's really the only thing I was underwhelmed with. And the voting sequence, which was underwhelming. But I liked it. It just, I
think once you hear everything, it'll change your mind about being
underwhelmed. You know what? I'm intrigued. I'm just gonna let you go, Lana, and I'm here for the ride.
Well, no, that's later on at the end, because that's when you'll find out everything. Because that's
all right. Well, I'm still here. I'm along for the ride. We got to talk about this voting sequence, because Lord.
Let's start at the beginning of this episode.
That might be a good place to start.
Yeah, we have to start at the beginning, because starting at the end is kind of counterproductive. But starting at the beginning of this whole thing, let's go to my handy dandy for the last time. Trusty graphics that for the last time.
It's over.
It's over, but it's okay. So these are our couples who are in our semifinals of the Love Island games, and where we left off, Jack and Justine had won the challenge, and they were going straight to the grand finale, and the rest of the couples were now vulnerable. And so we had them stand up in front of on these big giant hearts. And Maya Jama announces that the 17 dumped Islanders are going to come back and have a say in who goes to the finale with Jack and Justine.
And not Megan.
And not Megan, because Megan is home, medically evacuated from the island. So she's gone. And so this starts off taking a very different turn. And we talked about this, Logan, in the last podcast. And I said, I think Sally will probably be in some trouble here. Sally and y'all could be in trouble here.
I needed to be optimistic for my girl Sally.
I said the way these people are moving is kind of weird to me.
Bitter.
And boy, were they weird. They were bitter. They were weird. They were, like, it was so nasty. It got so people, they start, I don't remember the order, and I don't care to remember the order of who voted.
I'm trying to remember who started. It was it was Mike.
Mike started.
Mike
And-
started.
Yeah, and Mike started off like, I know it's first, congratulations everyone, and I'm glad you all were able to make it. Niceties. Then he was like, "This was the easy decision for me, because I'm going to go with the couple who I feel deserves it the most and played the best and loyal and honest game." And I was like, "Okay, he picking Sally and y'all because the most
Right.
honest and loyal, or Callum and Deb because they're
Yeah.
new." I'm like, okay, he gonna probably pick Callum. That's fine. I can get with that. And he was like, and I'll pick up my boy Johnny. And I was like, Johnny?
Oh, and Aurelia's there too. And that was
Yeah.
literally everybody's fucking MO.
Everybody was like, I'm picking Johnny. And Aurelia, because nobody knew her name because they didn't know her.
Aurelia, as fucking Deb said later. I love Deb.
Like, they don't even know her. Just there for Johnny. And so he's like, I'm like, you picked Johnny because he's honest and loyal and play. Okay.
All right,
Choices.
Choices.
Then Lisa gets up and she's like, I want to pick the couple who, not because I want them, because I want to pick the couple who I think is gonna beat Jack and Justine. But Justine, I want you to win, but not with Jack. Jack doesn't deserve it. He's a player. I'm like, what?
Shut the fuck up, you.
What?
Fucking.
What are you talking about? I don't want to talk about this woman, but I really want to talk about this woman. I really want to slander her name right now because I am so very disgusted with her. But
you could. I support it.
I can't. I won't. I will let you know, Lisa, Jesus saved your life, because I would read you for filth if I was not a good Christian woman.
I still support it, but all right. I support that decision if you really want to.
Oh, I am tempted. The devil is on my shoulder.
I really don't have the energy for it. All I need to say is fuck you, Lisa, and I said that shit.
She's so gross. And like, ugh. But and I'm gonna say, I notice a pattern with you, Lisa. I see you always attacking
Black people. She's always attacking Black people.
You always got words for Black people, even though that whole condescending, I love you, Justine, I want you to win. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because you know this is Love Island Games, and if she can't win with her partner, she's not winning. But okay, whatever. And Jack's a player. We're playing a game. So if I was Jack and she was like, Jack's a player, I'd be like, thank you, because I'm playing a game. That's what we all doing. We all came here to play a game because this is Love Island Games. But whatever. Ugh. But it was becoming very like apparent that this was not going how I thought it was going to go, not how anybody thought it was going to go.
No.
And these people came in with all kinds of truths, and I'm air quoting for my Spotify listeners, truths that they just said it happened, and we apparently don't know. We don't see everything, but they saw it all.
Because that's been everybody's MO. You were telling me, Lana. Everybody's MO on socials. Since, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't paid that much attention to the Love Island socials. I follow like the 4 people that I like from this cast, which are Jack, Justine, Sally, and Liberty. And I think I follow Callum as well, so make that 5. Like, those are like the 5 people I follow, and that's gonna be it, quite frankly.
And then those are the 5. Well, and I would throw y'all in there because I do follow y'all, but those are the only people who I pay attention to and would have come out of
Deb. I might follow
Deb. Deb is okay, actually. Deb is okay.
Deb, I think is. Oh, and I follow Kira already as well.
Yeah, I follow Kira. Those are the people who come out of this looking with their their reputation intact. When I tell you everybody else is getting drugged for feels that they had to go private and or their comment section is in shambles right now. Yeah, the rest of them. But so then we get to Toby. And I was holding back with Manhand Viking man Lisa, but I might not.
That ain't holding back, Lana.
I might not hold back with Sabretooth Tiger Toby.
Oh my god. I mean,
Because,
I support it. Go for it.
because this man got up there and was like, you know what I hate the most
There we go.
in life is actors. And actors just, oh, I don't like actors. And Philly and y'all are actors. And I'm like,
That's a pretty good Toby.
thank you. Thank you.
I can tell you've been working on your Toby impression. Just like how I've been working on my Courtney impression. And of course I had to bring it out for the finale. At least right now, and I'll bring it up again later.
I haven't been working on my Toby, but he's just such a regular old punk, you know. So it's kind of easy, yo. But anyway, he was like, "You're an actor," and he's clapping, and he's like, "And for that, I say F you." And I'm like, "Where are you coming from with all this heat?" Talking about some, and so Sally is like, "What are you talking about?" And then Man Hands decided she needs to pipe in and say, well, you remember, Sally, you were crying over Toby, and then 2 minutes later, you were kissing up on y'all. And I was like, I don't know what edit they got.
Right.
But the edit we got showed Sally literally crying about Toby, literally running behind Toby the whole time when Georgia and y'all first got there was like, hey, look, I still want to talk to you. I still want to chat with you. I still want to connect with you. Can we chat? And Toby was giving her like the, yeah, we can chat. We can chat. Georgia. Oh, Georgia's here. I can't talk to you anymore. Toby was doing that. So Sally, in her mind, is like, I'm trying to talk to you. You're not trying to talk to me. And I got this man here who wants to actually talk to me and wants to actually get to know me. So if you're going to just go run off behind your new couple, good on you. I'm going to see what is happening over here with this guy. And that's what she did. And then you got eliminated. And even when you were getting kicked out, she ran over to make sure she chatted with you on your way out. So you didn't feel like she was not interested in you because she was. She didn't want you to think that she didn't like you because she did. It was, and you was the one giving her this, I don't know. Yeah. You mole-faced saber-toothed tiger wannabe football player, but you suck at it. How dare you? How dare you? You want to be pursued and chased, but you get mad when a woman who also says she wants to be pursued and chased is actually going by to somebody who is pursuing and chasing her. Make it make sense. You're a loser. You will always be a loser. You suck. I cannot stand anything. I don't ever want to see this man on any screen that I ever have ever again. If they do Love Island Games 2 and Toby is there, I'm not watching until he's gone.
Oh, okay.
Until he's gone. Or if he is on, I will fast forward everything he's in. I can't watch him. He's disgusting. And apparently, from what people are saying, he was disgusting on his season of Love Island.
That's
So
what I've heard.
it makes sense. You are a total F boy, and Stelly upgraded big time when y'all came in there, and you just mad because y'all came and took your woman and did it better, and she actually liked him, and they were one of the best romantic couples in there. Even if they don't last outside the villa, I don't care. They were great in the villa. And it felt like she was forcing it with you. And it felt so natural with y'all. You can go. I can't. I can't. Hate that man. I hate that man. I don't hate a lot of people, but I hate that man.
I mean, ditto. There's not much else I can really say in this scenario. But yeah, that.
Gross. Anyway. So, and then your little trick of a girlfriend who lost with you, who goes sit up there after she picked y'all and Sally's podium to stand on. I'm only here for y'all. I'm just letting you that clear. It's not because I think this is real. And
I love Sally just going, thanks, girl.
Thanks, girl. Like, Sally, Justine, Jack, and y'all are way better than me. Because I'd have been like, I don't care. If you, it's fine.
I see how this is going already. I don't care. You can walk over to somebody else right now.
You can go over there right now. I don't care.
I'm fine standing here right now with my one vote from Kira. And I don't really care what you have to say.
I don't care. Like, girl, bye. Walk over there to Johnny's or Callum's or Endeavor. I don't care. We're not winning. I don't care. We're leaving. It's fine. You don't have to respect this relationship. We don't even know what this relationship is. All we know is we were having a good time in this villa playing this game, and we had fun doing it, and we made it further than all of you. Because notice the title that they gave you. Ex-Islanders coming in to vote for semi-finalists. Me, semi-finalist. You, ex-Islander. Get on. Get to stepping. Can't. Won't. Not even. Ever with these people. So they get that happens. Then we go skip past some other people because everybody ain't have.
I have everyone's overall votes if you really want it. But
I mean, I don't need everybody's overall votes because we know what happened. I just talking about the actual things that they said.
Sure.
And so let's jump over to Ray. No, let's first jump to Zeta.
I was about to say Zeta's the one I kind of want to talk about because
let's talk over to Zeta.
Because she goes, Justine, I hope you win. And I hope if you can take all the money, you can. Or you do. I'm like, what are these people seeing? Did Toby really just poison the entire fucking jury?
So now we're
happening.
We're getting clarification on what that was about.
Oh.
So apparently, Ms. Zeta decided to make a blog, write this blog about Jack and Justine after the villa, and it leaked somehow.
Oh.
And she made a statement that Jack wanted her. Jack was on the verge of leaving Justine for her.
Okay.
And then decided at the last minute that he just really wanted to win the game, and he would probably go further in the game with Justine than he would with her. So he stayed with Justine. And then this came out right after Justine and Sally did their comfy couch. And Jack was on it. And he made mention, because Jack said he had never pulled anybody.
No.
He never pulled a girl for a chat, and he only got pulled for a chat once, and that was from Zeta.
Yeah.
And he didn't even remember her name because he called her Zendaya. And he said,
Zeta wishes she's Zendaya.
I mean, I'm like, somebody called me Zendaya. I'm taking that as a compliment. That
of course,
deserves
yeah.
to be. Like, oh, you think I'm Zendaya? Thanks. Because, yeah, thanks. But he was like, what her name? Zendaya? And so Sally and Justine bust out laughing because he should call her Zendaya. And he was like, she pulled me for a chat, but it would quickly went nowhere. Like, it was quickly the conversation was going nowhere. So then that's when this blog comes out. And Zeta says that Jack was trying to, he wanted her, he was going to pick her, but he felt like the game, he needed to be with Justine. Now, if we think about the timeline and the timing of this, this conversation either had to happen before Jack was in the duel or after Jack was in the duel.
Yeah.
Now, do we actually think Jack, in a duel situation, was about to turn his head to Zeta when he could have been out the door? So I don't know if that conversation happened before the duel, because he was probably almost, he didn't know if he was staying or he was going. And that whole day, he was in the zone, not talking to nobody. And other Islanders were even attesting to that. He didn't talk to nobody that day because he was in a zone 100% getting ready for the duel. So check one, that conversation couldn't have happened before the duel. After the duel, do we actually think Jack is going to decide to turn his head after him and Justine and went through that whole thing, and then they hugging in the ring, and he like, I told you, and I did this for you, and da 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 da. He was gonna come to that recoupling and pick Zeta over Justine after all that? I don't think so. And as messy as production is, do you think of a conversation like that happened as that Jack was actually thinking about turning his head for Zeta? Production wouldn't have shown that.
Exactly.
So my personal opinion
for
me is saying Zeta's lying about this whole situation.
Oh yeah.
And you trying to come between your friend, I'm air quoting again to Spotify listeners, your friend and her man, but you want her to win and take the money because Jack is a player. I was like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. So yeah, that's why this is happening, because Zeta apparently has gone to the jury and told everybody that Jack is playing Justine. So that's why everybody wants Justine to leave Jack, because he's playing her. The only person who's been loyal to the only person on the island the entire time. And the only time they had to be apart was because someone pulled them apart. But yeah, the one girl who went and told Mike, and see, I know Mike bitter at Justine because Justine told him, don't pick me. I'm happy with Jack. Zeta's bitter with Jack because Jack said, it ain't working. This ain't gonna happen. I'm fully happy. I'm locked in on Justine. We closed.
Yep.
People are mad at that, and they're mad at the relationship between Justine and Sally, that they want to come in with all this rah-rah energy. It's so weird to me.
Okay.
So now you can talk about Zeta.
Oh no, that's all I had about Zeta.
Okay.
Now, Lana, let's talk about Ray.
Ray. I used to say, Ray, at the beginning of this, I wanted you back on this show. It's so great to have you here. You're such a great person, Ray. It's so nice to see the difference in you, Ray. And then you go and get all up in your feelings. And not only do you get up in your feelings about Justine actually making a game move, and you literally try to downplay that she does not have a brain of her own, and Jack manipulated her. We all heard that last time, the last episode, that Justine was manipulated by Jack. Now you come back this time and you like, I'm dressed in red because I'm ready for blood. I'm like, and I want to know why y'all addressing Justine and Jack. They safe. They ain't got nothing to do with this. They safe. They going to the finale. They don't need your vote. But you want to come and you want to address Jack and Justine, and you talking about, I rolled for you. I was down for you. I would never. What I don't understand is what Ray is not getting in his little pea brain. You were partnered with Imani, who was trying to get out Jack and Justine. So therefore, as much as they trusted you, they couldn't trust her. And she never said a word because she knew it was true.
Yeah.
She just stood there and looked like, yeah, I would have tried to get him out. And it doesn't matter how much you like, but I'm down for you. We already saw she don't listen to you no way. We saw that in the carnival.
And they clearly weren't together when they came back either.
That boyfriend and girlfriend thing didn't last off the island of Fiji. It literally didn't last out of that villa.
They walked out of the villa and it probably ended.
Mm-hmm. It didn't last long at all. Like, what is all this hoopla? I want to, like, you proposing and you having breakfast on the beach and
yep, all
that for nothing. It was so, but yeah, he goes in hard on Justine and hard on Jack and like, I had y'all, but we're going to leave that there because I'm going to go for the one person who is loyal, who was honest, who always had my back no matter what. And I'm like, that's because Johnny ain't had no power to not do something. When did Johnny have the power? If Johnny was in the same situation as Jack and Justine were, he probably would have took them out too.
Oh, yeah. I
think every one of them would have took them out because they are a power couple. 3 times Imani has been in the power couple. And I'm going to pick my one boy and Johnny Lee for the win. Yeah. Throw the grass, right? For real, please.
I think, honestly, if anyone came out of this looking maybe just a scotch better than they did when they left the villa, it would be Imani.
No.
Because at the very least, she owned what happened. That's where I'm coming from with it. You're right. But I think if anyone, other than the people that left, looking fabulous, Tina looking fabulous, Jess looking add Tina and Jess to my list earlier. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't think Mitch looked all that bad leaving. Scott didn't look all that bad.
Irrelevant.
Courtney.
Irrelevant.
But what about my Courtney impression, Lana?
I mean, you can do it, but she was still irrelevant.
Well, I am glad though that she didn't vote for Johnny, and I'm very happy that she did end up voting for her good friend Deb in the end, because at least someone was there to vote for Deb and not just Callum.
Yeah.
And she said that too. She said, I'm voting for my friend, and Callum, you just so happen to be attached to her. So here you go.
Period.
And thus concludes an era of...
She was queen for that moment. I will give her that. She was queen for much.
She ate several moments on this season, and I'm happy for her.
Let's talk about Jess, though, because baby girl, we talk about eating.
Just last dig.
One last. She was
like, another dig.
Just that. I feel like I've been holding back. Johnny was like, holding back. She was like, I feel like I've been holding back, so I need to get some stuff off.
I love her. I love her so much.
I was like, Jess, yes, Jess. Mwah. Love Jess. I appreciate Jess eating every time, leaving no crumbs behind. I love it. Jess was like, Johnny, you change women like you change underwear. And I will never vote for you. Which is like, I love you, Jess. And I love that you're so honest. And said, Aurelia, if I could give you one piece of advice, when you get out of this villa, run.
I love her.
Like, he is nothing but a manipulative gaslighter. Like, it was such a good moment. I laughed, I screamed, I paused just so I could scream and then rewind it and watch it again.
I love Jess even more now because she has a Twitch, and that makes me very happy.
Love that for her.
But yeah, so it ended up with 9 votes for Callum and Deb.
Yep.
7 votes for Johnny and Aurelia, and 2 votes for Sally and Eyal.
Oh, yeah. It was yeah.
They got them, gal.
They got them. I should have started with that, but they would say.
Well, yes, obviously. All the vulnerable couples. And then dumped from the island is Eyal and Sally.
Unfortunately. But I will say Sally and Eyal left with class, left with grace, left looking fabulous. And Sally, with her moment in the dressing room with Justine, she was like, if they wanted to get rid of a bad bitch, just say so. If they wanted
to get rid of a bad bitch like this, or something. I don't know.
Just say it. Like, it was so good. I love Sally.
I love her.
And Eyal was great. He was grateful with the time he had there. I enjoyed him. I appreciated him. He was such a romantic soul. And even if Sally and Eyal are not working outside of this villa, I don't care. They're not. Sally's already moved on. They're not. But I love their times in there. And even Sally was like, they're really good friends. They are still really good friends. Good. And so they really do like each other. So as friends go. So I hope they both find happiness and love with whomever is out there for them. But yeah, they're great people. So we say our goodbyes. We go to bed. Everybody's excited about it being the finals, and the next morning it's Mega Duel morning, and
Mega Duel.
It's Mega Duel morning.
Mega Duel.
And
it doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the same ring as the Duel.
The Duel, but Mega
Duel. It's good enough.
Mega Duel is how you say it.
Mega Duel.
Mega Duel. Emphasis on the duel.
The duel.
The duel. Mega Duel. Yeah. The emphasis is on the duel. It makes it. But so yeah.
What was it, Mega?
It was a Mega Duel, all right. But we start off the morning, and everybody is going to have brunch.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a beautiful moment because everybody will be able to go off into their own couples and spend some time together and have brunch. So they have their brunch. Everybody's talking. Conversations are had about getting prepared for the duel and what they like the most and their memories in the villa. And it's really kind of shallow for 2 couples because they really ain't known each other but 3 days or 4 days. So they really ain't got a lot of memories in the villa because they only got 4 days. And Johnny and Aurelia only kissed and make out the whole time. So they really don't have anything that they could talk about.
Literally 4 days.
4 days.
Aurelia and Deb were in the villa for 4 days. and made the final.
Crazy.
Anyway.
Crazy. So, they're talking. It was fun. Then they separated to have the more pool time and couple time, and we see everybody just off together, just like preparing for the duel, getting ready for the duel. We have Justine and Jack in the pool, looking adorable and cute and hot and sexy. Then you got Johnny and Aurelia over there just doing what they do, making out the entire time. They just don't stop. As Jack say, his hand is attached to her butt the entire time. Then you have Callum and Deb just over there being very Callum and Deb, like serious, but not serious at all. They're very unserious and laughing and joking and having a good time. And I find it refreshing. And then we get bring.
I got a text. No. Dab has brought so much comic relief to the last couple of episodes that I'm thankful she was there.
She's lovely. She's a lovely person. I enjoyed her time there. She was lovely. And but we got the text, the final text of the season.
Yeah.
And it was just letting them know that it's time for the duel to go get ready. And it's duel day.
Yep.
So here's the tea about the duel. Well, we jump into the mega duel, and the tea is this: the first event that we saw was not actually the first event that they did. So the mega duel first started with what apparently was a 3-way tug of war. And they did the tug of war, and it lasted about 30 minutes. And nobody was giving up. Nobody was moving. It was a standstill. People were injured, hurting themselves the entire.
Shit.
So it was 30 minutes of them doing this tug of war that was not going anywhere because everybody was fighting and nobody could reach the goal.
Oh, okay.
And so then they stopped that and said, okay, we're going to do it again, but in 5 minutes. And you have a 5-minute time limit to see, who gets the furthest or whatever.
Yeah.
And they did it again, and it was another standstill.
Oh my God.
So nothing happened. So they literally scrapped that. We didn't see anything. They literally scrapped that part of the duel. And then that's why they brought back the jousting part of the duel.
Okay.
Because they had to scrap this first one because it was going nowhere. So by the time they got to the jousting,
yeah,
everybody was already exhausted and gagged.
Okay. Yeah. That makes complete sense. But again, even with the 3-way tug of war, we already saw that.
Well, we did. And I think
frustrating,
that was, it was crazy. So they do the jousting and they have the rounds where it was all the girls are going to go around and you get points, and then all the guys are going to go around and get points. And so the first round was Justine and Aurelia.
Mm-hmm.
And they started out, Aurelia came out strong, knocked Justine off.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see Ray and Mike over there getting a little so giddy, so very happy to see Justine's downfall. Like, she's gonna lose. I was like, really? That's your friend? Okay. All right. But so then Justine get back up there, and Justine already told us at the beginning of this that she was gonna use the fact that nobody is really cheering for them and nobody's really supporting them, and she was gonna use that as her motivation. So basically she was gonna let her haters be her motivators because all of them were haters, period. And Justine got up there the second time. Wham, knocked Aurelia off. Last round, wham, knocked Aurelia off. And Justine got the point. Next round was Deb and Justine. Oh no, it was Deb and Aurelia. No, it was Deb and Justine. I was right. Deb and Justine. Yeah. Justine gets knocked off once by Deb, but comes back and knocks Deb off 2. Bam, Justine has 2 points. Aurelia, Deb goes, and then Aurelia beats Deb.
Yeah.
So Johnny and Aurelia got a point. Yeah.
Yes,
so then,
that is
correct. So then it's the guys' turn. And so the first round is Callum and Jack. And Callum wins that round because, as we said, Jack is gassed. I thought Jack was just flopping. No, Jack was gassed because he already did 30 minutes. And so was Callum.
I was a little taken aback as to why Jack wasn't doing as well in this, and it makes complete sense now.
Yeah, because the first when I was watching, I was like, "Oh my god, what's happening with Jack? Like he's not even." Because Callum won easily against Jack, and then it was Jack and Johnny, and it was Johnny. Jack won the first one. Johnny won the last 2, and so Johnny got 2 points. Callum had a point. Jack just didn't get a point. And then it was Callum and Johnny. And I was like, y'all finna make me root for Johnny to win this. So Callum can't get no extra point. Really wanted
because what would have happened?
They probably would have had to go to a tiebreaker.
2-2-2, yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if Justine or Jack got another one in them.
Literally.
So Callum loses to Johnny. Johnny takes the round. And so Johnny and Aurelia have 3 points. Jack and Justine has 2 points. And Callum and Deb have 1 point. And so third place goes to Callum and Deb. They fought the good fight. So, but they weren't dumped. They just lost. So third place goes to Callum and Deb. We love that for you. We love that for you.
Our unproblematic couple. They were just there laughing,
having a good time
in bed. And that's all Deb's ever wanted. And you know what? I'm happy Deb got all she ever wanted.
Callum, that's all Callum wanted. He wanted to come play the game, smooch up on the girl that he actually has some feelings for in a minute. And he did that.
Can I briefly go back to the voting when Liberty is like, I'm voting for this person because he finally found a connection in the villa. And I'm like, yes! Liberty!
Liberty was a sweetheart.
Yes. I love
Liberty is such a sweet. You know what? And what I come to find out by going through my whole Love Island deep dives that I've been doing. Liberty is the Justine of the UK.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God.
She is the sweetheart of the UK from Love Island. Like if Love Island wanted to ever bring anybody back for Love Island, people would love to see Liberty come back, just like we would love to see Justine.
Hi, I'm one of them. I'm joining that crew. I'm ready.
The sign-up sheet is out back. So
yes. There's snacks and refreshments.
Yes.
And then we stand Liberty. That's all.
And the Liberty stand meeting meets every Thursday at 7:30.
And I don't think I officially gifted her my stand card of this season, but I'm doing it.
Good for you.
I have several to give out.
I have a few cards to get. Liberty would get my stand card because I enjoy Liberty. And you know who else will get my stand card? Jess. Jess will get my stand card because I enjoy them.
And I won't say Tina also gets a stand card because I don't think we know much of Tina.
No, I don't know much.
By proxy, Tina can look at Jess's stand card.
Tina is Jess's +1 for my stand card.
Period.
Now, give me more time with Tina. She can earn her own stand card for me. But right now,
there's 2 seasons of Love Island Australia. So
if I go back and watch it, she might get it. I don't know.
I might go back and rewatch it, and I'll let you know.
Okay. But she definitely gets my Justice +1. Because they ate that Johnny Reed up when they got done. It was insane, and I still remember
the Courtney Tina Jess.
The Chat GPT. Oh,
looks like it came out of a romance movie. Sounds like it came out of AI. Sounds like something Chat GPT wrote.
Like bang bang bang. I was like,
literally. I wasn't prepared. I was taking in the romance movie comment, and then it's like,
Johnny was catching strays all over the place. He was like, bam, bam, bam.
Deserved.
But yes. So Callum and Deb, they're gone.
Oh, well.
Well, yeah. And so then it's the final duel.
The
final duel. And it is called Money Grab. They have all these bags in the middle of this arena, this ring area, and you have to go and grab as many bags as you can and put them in your zone. And once the bags are in your zone and all of them are clear from the middle, you can start snatching from your opponent. And this will go on for 5 minutes, and whoever ends up with the most money at the end of the 5 minutes will win. And baby, this was fun to watch.
It was. It was very fun.
It was fun to watch. It was intense. It was, I was sitting there like this, like, oh my God, grab it, get it, take it. Aurelia was holding on to these bags for dear life. Like, she got them $10,000 bags and she wrapped her little body around it. Justine was trying to take it, and Justine was like, forget it, I'm gonna take these other ones. It was so crazy.
I'll be honest here. Aurelia ate.
She ate. But when I tell you, my favorite part was watching Jack go over and snatch that bag from Aurelia, and she was like,
and then I love Johnny taking bags from their side only for Justine to like sneak over while Aurelia is still like holding onto these 3 bags and just like snatch and throw. Like, and I love, more than anything, I love that clearly this entire process took so long that it's literally morning.
That's what I was saying. They started this at night, and it's now the next day. And Maya Jama was like, I appreciate the dedication that you all have shown this, because it was a lot, and I know it, and I respect it. You guys earned all of this. I was like, this thing took all freaking night. That's insane. People are tired, and it was a mess.
Tina and Jess looked slumped by the end of it, just watching on, just like
they just wanted to be over at this point.
I just want to go to sleep in my hotel room.
It's so crazy. And one of my other favorite parts was seeing Justine jump on Johnny's back when he was trying to take the thing, and she was just holding him down, and he's like raw, and dragging her along, and he takes those bags and throws it, almost hit Jack in the head with one of the bags.
Yeah.
It was so wild. It was the wildest 5 minutes I've ever seen. Literally. And they were just going back and forth. They throwing bags, and time is up. And I'm like, oh God, I have no idea. I have no idea what, because it was bags in zones off camera that we couldn't see. And I was like, oh my God, I have no idea. So I'm scared.
Me too.
I'm scared. I'm so scared. And I'm just like, please, God. So Maya comes back to announce the winner. And she was like, the winner of the first Love Island games East, and we get people looking around, and we get Ray praying, hoping it was that the prayers go to Johnny wins. And you know who wins? Jack and Justine.
Yes. Oh, thank God.
I screamed a scream that I've never screamed before.
Same.
I did. I literally screamed because I made sure not to get on Twitter until I watched this as yesterday, because I was like, I don't want to be spoiled. This is one I don't want to be spoiled for. And when she said that, it was the sigh of relief and a scream that just took over my body. I was so excited for Jack and Justine. And I was like, yes. And Maya, oh, thank God. A lot of things went through my head at that time. Number one, Justine making history once again, being the first Black woman to win Love Island Games twice. Twice. Period. Another thing that ran through my head was the fact that Justine beat Johnny again. That was my favorite thing. I was like, oh, Johnny, not you coming in second to Justine again. Oh, that has to hurt. Things, doesn't it?
Deserved.
And so, it was just so good. Such a moment to see Jack and Justine celebrating. And then, of course, they separate them. And this took me for a loop. Maya Chama says, so since this is Love Island Games, we're going to do things different. Because Jack and Justine, you both you won the duel, but we're going to ask the 17 ex-Islanders to vote for who they think should get the $100,000. And you can look at Jack's face, and he was like, oh, I know I'm not winning that.
Man,
No, I know I ain't winning that. And he didn't. Because most of the people, I think Jack had 6 people.
I think so.
And everybody else went to Justine's side. I'm like, now I know it stings all of y'all who was just hating on Justine and hating on Jack and hating on the fact that you not only had to watch them win, but now you have to vote for her to win the $100,000. And so Justine now in her possession has $100,000. And Maya says, you can decide to keep the money or you can split it with Jack. And Justine says, And she's thinking. She's like, look, my family could really use this money. And I have been burned before the same way, trusting somebody in this game, on this show, trusting somebody, and I've been burned before. And so then you hear a few people piping up behind her. Take it, Justine. Just take the money. Just take the money. You deserve it. Just take the money. And she says, I already did something in this game that tore up my entire heart when I had to make that decision against Ray. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jack. And I feel like the connection that we have is much more real than the last time. So I'm going to split the money with Jack. And I was like, yes! And Jack was so relieved and happy. But I think he always knew she would because he knows her. I don't think she ever could have taken the money. Justine, she might be strategic, but she is not that ruthless and cutthroat where she would do that to somebody who actually helped her get to that point in this game. If he wasn't there, they wouldn't be doing it like that. And so I don't think she would have ever been like, I'm gonna take my money and dip. And then of course us seeing all them on TikToks and things. I don't think Jack would be that much into her if she took the $100,000 and gave him nothing. So I kind of figured she spent some money with him, and that's okay. That's great. It was a lovely moment. They had their time. It was great.
Good. I'm thrilled.
I'm beyond thrilled, honestly. Beyond.
Oh, my bad.
I was beyond thrilled. So yeah, there's our second place winners or losers and our winner. And we have our champion.
Yes.
So Logan, it is time for you to give your overall thoughts. And you've been saying you want to give us your overall thoughts and views of this season. Now is the time.
A very sleep-deprived version of all of my thoughts on this season. Okay, overall, I do think the season is a success. Hello, the winners. Hello. I think this format has a lot of potential. I just think it needs to be longer. I think that is the fundamental thing that I really think needs to be a little bit longer in order to facilitate the Love Island part of Love Island games. I'd love to see this somewhere at like maybe 45 days. Let bombshells come in for a little bit longer. Take a few days between competitions. Maybe have like specific competitions that build up individual prize pots. Like I think they could do something like that. Have there be like luxury comps to where people go home with like money regardless. I mean, along with their contract money, But I think the fundamental thing is just make it longer. You could keep the cast size the same because I don't think the cast size was all that bad, and it showed off a lot of people from a lot of different countries. But bring in the last set of people like halfway through,
right?
And let there be like, I wouldn't mind if there were 10 active competing couples at any given time, honestly. I wouldn't mind that. Give all of those people that come in later into the competition more opportunity to actually compete.
Right.
Because the stupid thing is when Zeta left, she literally was like, well, at least I got to play one comp. Tina didn't even get to play a comp.
Nope.
Like, that's just that I longer spread things out a little bit more, and I think things will be a little bit better. Plus, that gives you more content for a program that y'all know people enjoy because of how much reception it's gotten. I think the other fundamental thing is I would have liked to see more franchises of Love Island represented. And I know a lot of that does come down to ability to speak English. And I get that. But I hope that we are able to find Islanders from around the world. Because there's like, 15 or 16 different iterations at this point. I'm hoping that we can find people with enough English proficiency. Because even Aurelia talked about the language barrier. And she was able to make it work. And I'm happy she was able to make it work. But I hope we can get a more diverse pool of Islanders to compete in future iterations. So, I mean, as far as the comps go, they're Love Island comps. I'm not expecting it to be at the level of Big Brother or Survivor or The Challenge or anything like that. I think overall, I liked how the comps were. They were competitive. There was definitely a good competitive aspect to them all, but it was still Love Island.
Right.
And this season really did renew my love for Love Island. Like I remember why I started watching it, and I remember why I enjoyed it. Does that have to do with Justine? Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the main stuff. Overall, like this season was very solid, and I enjoyed watching it.
Agreed. It was very good. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I was set every night for all of the episodes. I agree with you. Longer would be so much better. Bring in people halfway point through. Like I think at some point everybody needs to have a shot. Even bombshells coming in should have a shot at this game, and they should all be able to do a competition at some. You know what I mean? So yeah, make it longer.
I
Make it.
I thought of my other one thing that I would have liked to see. If you're gonna bring a big group of bombshells in at once, like they did
Mhm.
the last wave of bombshells, I would love bombshell competitions. I don't
Ooh.
know what that necessarily entails. Maybe like choosing order
First, yeah.
in recoupling or something like that. I don't know. I want the bombshells to be able to have their own individual competitive aspect to things as well when they get into the villa. Instead of
Okay.
just a new bombshell has entered the villa. Like I love that, but I want there to be something else to it.
Mm-hmm.
And more dates. Give them more dates. We need one.
More one date and two hideaways. Like we need more dates. We need
And
more
I
dates.
and I will say I think the power couple power switching
Mm-hmm.
every cycle, I really enjoyed that.
Yes.
So I like keeping people on their toes. And the jury twist, despite not loving what actually happened, on
Mhm.
paper, I love this jury twist.
Yes, me too. Agreed. Agreed. I think it's great to have a jury, but I feel like if we're gonna have a jury and they're watching everything, they need to be. And I know it's hard to do that because these are pre-recorded shows because they get to watch some stuff that we probably don't watch because it's
Yeah.
pre-recorded for us. So, but I'm like, at least give us the same thing they watching. So
Right.
it makes sense to us why they coming in hot, like they coming in. But I know production is trying to make their own story as well for what they want to show and what they want to be seen. But I'm like, if stuff is going down, we need to know what it is. So when we watch it and they coming in talking about stuff that we have no idea, we ain't looking at them like they crazy because I feel like that's setting them up for a lot of public scrutiny. Because what if something really did happen? What if something happened that we haven't seen, that something Sally did or something that y'all did that actually really happened to Toby, and he saw this and we don't see it, and so now Toby looks like the fool and the public is coming after him like, why are you yelling at Sally and why are you yelling at y'all when you the one doing this, you look dumb, 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 and his life is getting jacked up because fans are being rabid because you're going after their favorites, but it was something that actually happened that we just didn't see.
Yeah.
So I just wish that they would just show us what it is, or if it is something, give us some receipts or something. Y'all tell us what happened so we know. But who
Yeah.
knows? But other than that, I feel like this was overall a successful show. I hope we get a season two. I hope they work out the kinks in and figure it out and give us some more days. Just give us some more days. And that's on that. That's it.
Ugh,
That's Love Island Games. We did it. We love it. I'm very sad that it's over.
me
But I
too.
am very happy. Congratulations to Justine and Jack. You deserved, you earned, you killed it. Love it.
Now, when is she getting her call for Challenge 40? That's what I want to know.
And when is Jack getting his call for the challenge? That's all I'm saying.
That'd be great.
Or when are we going to see Justine and Jack on Amazing Race?
They were asked this question in
They
an
were
interview,
asked this question. They
and
were.
I love that Jack's reply was,
What's the
"What's
Amazing
Amazing
Race?
Race?"
I love it, but I think Justine and Jack would do so well in the Amazing Race. I think they would do
Can
very.
they compete?
And they compete. Yeah,
No, no,
I
no, no,
think
no. Like, no, I mean, like, logistically, I think he has to be an American citizen
I don't know if
because there
that's.
is a British version, I believe, of The Amazing Race, or at least there was.
I
And
think
I don't think we've ever seen anyone without an American passport compete in it.
I think CBS could make some exceptions for somebody who is already on their show.
I was
On
going to say,
CBS and Viacom.
Justine is already in the Viacom universe.
Right.
So if they really wanted to capitalize on this, I think it would be smart for them to cast them.
Right. I don't know the logistics
I
of
don't
it all.
either.
I would love that if they could. And seeing them on the challenge would be fun too, because I know if you can do the challenge, because
if not Justine and Jack, I would love to see Justine and Sally. I would love to see Justine and Sally on the same side for real, competing together.
It would be cute, but they would.
It would be a hot disaster.
Yes,
and I would watch every moment of it.
Yes, me too.
No, I don't know if it would be a hot disaster. I think they balance each other pretty well, but
it will be interesting to see it.
I think they could do decently.
I think they would do decently too. I think it'll be all right. But that would be great. But that's it, you guys. I would love to say we'll be back next week, but we won't. Not about this anyway. But you can catch us on any of our other content that we drop if you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and all those things that we do.
Thankfully, our amount of content is slowing down as we near the end of the year, thank goodness. But there will be end of the year content available on our main channel. So make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe here. Go over there to the main channel. Subscribe over there. And follow us on all of our social media outlets, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cup Pod, because we have some funny moments and we're some funny people. So check us out over there. We drop all of those things over there. And if you just want to follow me and Logan on Twitter, you can, because we're some interesting people and funny, and you can follow us over there too. Or hit me on my Instagram. It's right there. And if you go down a little bit further, you get our merch link at lanagscreations.etsy.com, where you can get our cup mug or any of our other cup merch that is out there and waiting for you to get it. And we appreciate you. And that's it. We'll see you all on another time. Bye.
Love Island USA Season 6.
Maybe. But before all of that, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye. Jack and Justine are the champions, my friends. Yes, I love them.
Bye.
Bye.